In 1884, Europe held a meeting to divide Africa like slices of cake. 14 nations were invited, but not a single African voice was heard. Not one. This wasn't a secret gathering. It was the Berlin Conference, an official diplomatic summit hosted by German Chancellor Otto von Bismarck. His goal wasn't peace for Africa. It was peace for Europe while they fought over who would control Africa. At the time, only about 10% of the continent was colonized, but that was changing fast. Britain had taken Egypt. France was moving into West Africa. Belgium's King Leopold II was scheming in the Congo. Tensions were boiling in Europe, and Bismarck didn't want a colonial war. So he invited Britain, France, Belgium, Portugal, Germany, and 9 others to his palace in Berlin. Not to stop colonization, but to organize it. They called it a humanitarian effort. They claimed they were discussing trade routes, river access, and an end to the slave trade. But everyone knew what it really was, a land grab. Inside the meeting hall, giant maps of Africa were laid out on the table. Lines were drawn, borders discussed, and Africa, with over 1,000 ethnic groups, kingdoms, and nations, was treated like it didn't exist. Even when the Sultan of Zanzibar requested to attend, he was ignored, because this wasn't about Africans, it was about European power. Belgium's King Leopold had one goal: secure the Congo for himself. He called it a mission to civilize, but privately said,
"I do not want to miss the chance to secure a slice of this magnificent African cake."
And no one in that room disagreed. So without a single African present, European powers began deciding the fate of millions. The lines they drew in Berlin would reshape the entire continent and set the stage for one of the most brutal colonial regimes in history. With the maps drawn and Africa carved, the real damage was just beginning. Behind closed doors, King Leopold would walk away with an entire country, and what he did with it shocked the world.